It was a bright sunny morning when Arin ran inside his home with tears in his eyes. His mother, confused in the kitchen, asked him, Arin, what's wrong? Is everything okay? And he said, No, Ma, everything is not okay. They called me a monster, he said, touching the scar on his eye. He said God tore me up when he made me. He said he made a big mistake. They laughed at me. She did not know what to do, but she came ahead, trying to console her son when he pushed her arm away and he said, No, Ma, I'm done. I'm tired. I wish I was perfect. And with that, he ran into his room and shut the lock. He took up his sketch pad and started painting angry strokes that were too harsh for the beautiful landscape, for the perfect life that he was trying to paint himself. Be an artist, the goal, his dream. And he fell asleep like that, tired, angry, and hurt. And the next morning he woke up, he felt that something was different with him. I mean, his feet for once and his limbs for once did not feel as dangly anymore. The bed beneath him did not creak, and the paint in his room, it was definitely new. It was not him, but it was again. Who else could it be? So he woke up and instinctively he touched the scar on his eye. And he felt smooth skin instead. Now worried and a thumping inside his heart, he got up and looked in a mirror. It was on a dresser which he did not recognize either. It was definitely him, but older. And his skin, it was clear, spotless, perfect, just the way that he had always wanted it. In happiness and elation, he called out for his mother. He said, Ma, look, I'm perfect. And she came in, a tray filled with breakfast in one hand and a suit in another. I said, Of course you're perfect. The Grand Mediterranean Hotel does not pick up their managers if they are not perfect. Manager? The word struck him like lightning. Manager? I never wanted to be a manager. I always wanted to be an artist. And she started laughing. She said, Artist? Absolutely not. You've always wanted to be perfect. And manager is the perfect job of all. I'm so proud of you. And with that, he got ready. He wore the suit and he was definitely confused, but he walked in anyways. Well, it was a perfect life, wasn't it? When he walked there, everybody respected him. Sir, would you like to have a cup of tea? Sir, this room is waiting for you. These people want to talk to you. Everyone was so perfect and polite, but all he could feel was choked. The tie and his collar were way too tight, digging into him. It felt like a great weight was pressing upon him. He had no freedom to dream or to draw or time to express. And he was growing worried and worried because this was not the life that he wanted. By midday, he was done and he was tired. He went out of his office and he ran into a coffee shop, trying to drown himself into the aroma of coffee and trying to feel a little normal. And just then, a tiny young boy sat in front of him. He lifted his eyes up from his steaming mug and saw that it was himself, but younger. Younger Arin still had a scar, and he asked him, Hey, are you happy now? He had no answer. He said, You always wanted that, right? You always wanted a perfect skin, that nobody should call you names or, respected by everyone, not being discriminated or secluded. He had no answer again. Because it was true. He had always wanted to be perfect. But he did not realize this life of being perfect would have such a big consequence. He felt that he had lost a part of himself. With that he got up. He was deep in thought. He got up on the road and he could not look at anything, not even the car that was coming at full speed in front of him, and wham! There was a crash. And he woke up with a start, his heart thumping loudly inside his chest as he tried to calm it. He raised a trembling hand towards the scar on his eye, and when he felt it, he breathed a sign of relief. His ma shouted, Get up, Arin, you're going to be late for school again. And he smiled, actually smiled. He said, Yes, Ma, I'm going. Because finally I realized that scar was him. It was comfort. And it is much, much better to disappoint everyone by not being perfect than to disappoint yourself by becoming perfect. Thank you.